Hey, what's going on? Dr. Taylor, Aspire Chiropractic. I had an interesting encounter, observation, engagement, if you will, with a patient the other day, and he said something. He said something that I've heard plenty of times before, but for whatever reason, this time really stuck. We're going over his re-X-rays, and as we're doing it, we're looking at his pre and post, the first X-ray he ever had, and the one he had at the end of the his treatment plan that he was on. And when he got done, he told me, man, you know what? I never thought of that. What was he thinking of? So, little backstory. He come in, and he lost a whole bunch of range of motion in his neck. He's an older gentleman, and his big concern was not necessarily that he couldn't turn his neck very well, but that he couldn't check his blind spot while driving. Valid concern. Hey, doc, when I come to this intersection, I don't have the range of motion to see if cars are coming. I can't check the cross traffic. Can you help me with that? I sure can. So what do? We take an X-ray, and crude representation. First X-ray, he's got this tremendous forward head posture, right? So he's almost forced to kind of look down at the world. And then when we looked at him from behind, he had this huge listing over to the right. So, oh no, he wasn't happy. Look at that. Because the first time in here, now he's sad, right? So he's got this huge forward head posture, and his entire body is listing over to the right. Okay, so he's encountering the world like this. We go through a series of adjustments and decompression. We take another set of X-rays. So this was day 1, and then on visit 24, we do this again. He still had forward head posture, but not nearly as much as he had before. He also still had a bit of a list, but not nearly as much as he did before. And he was happy about that because he could check his blind spot. He'd also made a mention that his golf game had gotten worse. I said, what do you mean it's gotten worse? Typically, we don't see that with golfers. In the series of adjustments, your golf game gets better. What has gotten worse about your golf game? And he goes, well, actually, it's not that my game has gotten worse, but I've had to change it. Because he was used to playing golf with this spine, with this forward head posture, and this right listing, this right leaning posture. As we started to straighten this thing out, so if we've got that angle there versus that angle there, as we started to straighten him up, he goes, you know what? I've been pushing a lot more shots off to the right. Because if he's addressing the ball and he's leaning to the right, and that's how he's been playing his whole life, that's what he's been shooting with. As we, again, literally changed the behavior of his body, we changed his posture. Because posture is nothing more than a behavior. It's just something your body is used to doing. We changed what his body is used to doing. We changed this forward head posture so he's standing up straighter. We changed this listing in the mid-back so now he's not as tilted before. So now when he addresses the ball, he's actually standing taller, meaning he's got to reach further to get to the tee, and he's been pushing everything off to the right. And he goes, that makes perfect sense. I never thought of that before. He goes, I thought my golf game was just going to shit. No, it's not going to shit. Your golf game is going to get better, but now you have to re-practice how to use your new body when you're golfing. Because the other big difference that he had made, Doc, I'm not riding the cart as much anymore. I'm walking more of the course. Because walking with this hurts. This is uncomfortable. As we start to change it into something like this, more functional, more mobile, he's able to actually enjoy the course more. Now again, enjoying the course versus enjoying the game, two entirely different things. But he looks at that and he goes, look at my collarbone on this first picture. Because when we take these X-rays and we take them again, I show you side by side the changes that we make. And he saw the one on day 1. He goes, look at my collarbone. Look at my shoulder here. And then he saw the next one. He goes, that's not nearly as slanted as it used to be. Doc, do you think that's why I've been pushing everything off to the right? Absolutely. Because the person that was addressing the ball here is not the same person that's addressing the ball here. This person's in a better shape. It's in a better position. The body's working better. It's enjoying the game more. This person's able to check his blind spot. This person feels safe driving to the course. This one didn't. So again, been doing this for over a decade, but it just, and I'm sure I've heard of this before, but for whatever reason, it just clicked really good the other day. Hey, doc, I never thought of that. So if you know someone who could benefit from anything like this, just an increased range of motion, heck, a better golf game, just a better outlook on life in the body that they've been given, we'll help you anytime you walk through that door right here at Aspire Chiropractic, where we're ready to help you when you're ready to be your best, naturally.